Hello learners, my name is Teacher Jonathan and welcome in our today's lesson, Mathematics for Grade 4. And today we'll be estimating time in events, measuring time in events. We'll measure now time. We had done a lesson in estimating time and today we'll be measuring time in events. But before we measure time in events, in our previous lessons, we learned how to convert time or how to convert days into weeks and weeks into days. And just for our reminder, we said 1 day is 1 week as 7 good days. So that is to mean 7 good days amount to 1 week. And now my question is, how do we measure time, or how do we tell time? Now, in our previous activity, we took the following activities, or we had done following activities, and we said we measure the time taken to accomplish those activities. And now in our groups, I would like us now we discuss the results that we collected or the recordings that we made after the events. And to start with, I'll start with Victoria's group. The events were walking from class to the gate and back. That was one event that we said we record ourselves from the time we have started walking all the way to the gate and coming back to the class. Now, Victoria's group, what time did you take, or what time did your group take to walk from staff room to the main gate and coming back, so that we can record? Because now we were measuring exact time. You took 7 good minutes. That is correct according to you. What about John's group? John's group also took how many minutes? 7 good minutes. It seems you are working in a group. So you took 7 minutes. How did you measure this time? You recorded yourself using what? Using the clock. You are using the watch, the wristwatch, or the clock face, or the time recorder. That is good. Now, let us turn to Tom. Tom, running around the field. Who was your timekeeper? You chose one of your group members to be a timekeeper. No, what time did you take to go around the field? Just one run. You went to the field, you went around the field, but now running for how many minutes? 7 or 5 or 10. How many minutes did you cover? What did you record? You recorded 5 minutes. Running around the field, you took 5 minutes. So let me record what you covered. Another activity that we gave was to walk from the class to the staff room and coming back. From class to staff room and coming back. And I know you recorded yourself. Jen, what time did you take to cover walking from the staff room, from class to staff room and returning back to the class? You took 3 good minutes. Let me record that, because that you also recorded 3 minutes. It is vital to compare the notes. And now the last one, I said during our lunch time, as we finish eating, take time you take to wash your plate. Now, Victor, what time did you take to wash your plate? You took only 1 minute. 1 minute to wash the plate. 1 minute. 1 minute to wash the plate. Learners, we can measure time during different events. Apart from these ones we had identified as a group, as a class, there are so many other activities you can also measure the time. For example, when you are cooking tea, or your parents are cooking tea, your mom is in the kitchen preparing supper, you can time the starting time and the finishing time. What time has she taken to finish cooking? You can also measure that. So even in our class, maybe the time, because exams that we do, they are measured in time. Take only 20 minutes to do such and such activity or exercise. You measure your time, and we measure this one using a clock. We measure this one using a clock or a stopwatch or the wristwatch. You have your wristwatch, measure the time you'll take to cover that certain event. Learners, this is how we do. So we have noticed that different events take different time. Different events take different time. Just a brain teaser. Over the holiday, over the December holiday, or over the Passover holiday, the Easter holiday, you travel, maybe up country to greet your grandmother. You can also record the time you enter to the bus starts until the time you reach your destination. You can also record that, and by so doing, you'll be measuring the time taken during that certain event, that is, traveling to greet your grandmother. Learners, we can also measure time during the following events. I want you to accomplish this as a task for you to do. Measure. So now this one you will do it eventually. Measure your time. If it's going home, measure your time, because I know everybody goes in different directions. Measure the time you take from school all the way to your home, or from home coming back to school. So accomplish the following task. Measure the time taken. The time taken to, number one, the time taken to boil an egg. What time will you take to boil an egg? This one. Number two, how long will it take to sing the national anthem? During parade time, sing national anthem. What time will we take to sing national anthem? The third task, what time will you take to play football? What time will it take to play football match? You can also time the play as it starts. Another one, what time will it take to travel from home to school? What time will it take to travel from home to school? And the last one, what time will it take to model a ball? What time will it take for you to model a ball? And this can only be known when you carry out that activity. If it is modeling a ball, take your plasticine, you are modeling clay, try to model the ball until you are satisfied. And by so doing, make sure you time yourself. The time you start and the time you finish. As you start the journey from home to school, make sure you record the starting time and the time you arrive at school. During parade time, when we sing the national anthem, time yourself. How many time, or what is the time taken for us to finish singing or to end the song? And then as you boil an egg. Remember to do more practice on this when you go home. You can even time what is the time taken for you to watch the news. As the news begins to the time they end, what is the time taken there? Also washing clothes. You can time yourself as you wash clothes. What time do you take to wash the clothes, to wash the plates, utensils at home, to clean the house? What time do you take to clean the utensils at home, to wash or to mop the house, to arrange books and clothes in the wardrobes, among others? And this is the end of our lesson. See you in the next lesson.